Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's lesson objective. So our lesson objective for today is we will add fractions with unlike units using the strategy of creating equivalent fractions. The TEKS we're going to be covering today is 5.3H and 5.3K. All right, so let's first quickly go over some vocabulary words. So our first vocabulary word is a fraction. So a fraction is a part of a group of objects, a number, or a whole. So fractions are just going to be a part of something, right? So, and the important thing about fractions is that everything has to be equal. So we have a part of something, but all the groups have to be an equal amount. Just like with division, fractions have to be equal as well. Now we have different parts of a fraction. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the denominator. So the denominator is the bottom number of a fraction, and it represents the total amount of equal parts in one whole. So the denominator, the number on the bottom, tells us how many pieces our whole is being cut into. So the denominator is on the bottom, and it tells us how many pieces our whole is being cut into. So this is 3/4. And so that means that our whole, this circle, is cut into 4 pieces. So that's what the 4 on the bottom represents. And our last vocabulary word for today is equivalent. So equivalent means having the same amount or value. So here we have 4 strawberries. That is equal. That is the same amount as having 4 strawberries. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started with today's lesson. So let's go ahead and do this problem. What is 1 adult plus 3 adults? So, all right, so if I have 1 adult plus 3 adults, that's going to give me 1 plus 3 adults. I'm going to put down A for adults. And that's going to give us 4 adults. Okay, simple enough. 1 child plus 3 adults. Well, I have 1 child and 3 adults. But I don't really know what that's going to be, right? Like, I have 1 child and 3 adults. I can't say I have 4 children, because we don't. And I can't say that we have 4 adults, because we don't. But what I do know is I have 1 child, 3 adults, but the 1 child is a person, and the 3 adults are 3 people or 3 persons, right? In plural. So I can rename my units of 1 child and 3 adults to 1 person plus 3 people, which gives me 4 people, because now we have the same units. Okay, so we're going to remember this about renaming units here as we start in our fractions lesson. So we're going to go ahead and add 2/3 plus 1/4. So if I have 2/3, what that is going to represent is 2/3 is going to be equal to, if I were to take a rectangle and I were to divide that into 3 pieces, right? And I have 2 of those pieces. That's going to be the numerator. The numerator tells us how many pieces we have to shade. So I have cut this whole into 3 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and shade 3 of those pieces. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this for my 1/4. So I have a whole. And the important thing is that our whole is the same size as our other whole. So we have 1/4 that we need this time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this into 4 pieces. And now I'm going to go ahead and shade 1 of them. So I want to add 2/3 plus 1/4. Only thing is, though, I have 2/3 and 1/4. I can't just combine them together. But what I can do is I can go ahead and cut my pieces into equal parts. So I can take these thirds and I can go ahead and cut them into 4 pieces, each third into 4 pieces, because what I do to one, I have to do the other. Right? Now I can go ahead and take my 1/4, and I can cut that into 2/3. So that's going to now give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 pieces. So I have 12. Now let's see if I have any other place. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I have 12. So now if I want to go ahead and add these pieces together, I can go ahead and count how many I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 twelfths now, which is the same as my 2/3. And I can add that to my 1, 2, 3 twelfths, which is the same as 1/4. And if I add them together, I can just add up my colored pieces or my shaded pieces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is going to be equal to 11 twelfths. Okay, let's go ahead and review today's lesson objectives. So today we added, let me change that, we added fractions with unlike units using the strategy of creating equivalent fractions. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope this was a helpful lesson, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.